Well, good afternoon, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this June the 10th, 2023. I'm hoping everybody's having a great Saturday out there so far. Hope everybody has a great Saturday afternoon. Hope everybody continues to stay safe and well. And also enjoy. Okay, in today's video, we're going to be talking about the air quality alert interactive map across the United States and also southern Canada there as well. Also, we're going to take a look at the chart of the air qualities as well. Also, we're going to take a look at the weather radar across the nation. We're going to take a look at the watches, warning, and advisory for your locations. And also, we're going to take a look at the Storm Prediction Center outlook for today, Sunday, Monday, and maybe a sneak peek into Tuesday as well toward the end of this video. So I hope everybody sticks around through the entire video. If you have not subscribed, consider subscribing. Love to have you. Also, if you like these videos, smash that like button. It helps out more than you know. And also, share these videos with your family, friends, and relatives on social media to get my forecast channel out a little more to everyone as well. So that way I can keep growing my channel and get it bigger and bigger and bigger. If I could get some help from my community, I would greatly appreciate it. Alrighty, well, let's go ahead and dive on into the forecast now. We're going to get the show on the road here, folks. We're looking at the air quality map right now. This is the current conditions. We got a little bit of moderate risk up here in Port of Maine, down toward Boston. Also, we got a moderate risk and a unhealthy risk right up here in portions of southern Canada. Also, we got an unhealthy risk down here in portions of Illinois and also in the portion of Ohio. Also, moderate risk also extending from portion of Michigan all the way back over to portion of southern Canada, back over to portions of North Dakota, also back into South Dakota, also into southern Canada and also northern Montana. Also up here around Calgary in Canada, just north of Vancouver, got some moderate risk for unhealthy conditions. We got unhealthy air quality conditions for a portion of Edmonton, Canada. Also, we got some reds there. That's very unhealthy for sensitive groups. Also, we got some scattered over here in portions of just south, over here in portions of southern California, down here just around Los Angeles. Also over in southern Arizona as well, over here toward southeast portion of New Mexico. Got some down here in Mexico and also down toward Monterrey, Mexico as well. We got a lot of moderate unhealthy air quality alerts for portions of just east of Dallas, east of Houston, and Louisiana, down into central and northern Florida, almost stretching down to Miami. Florida ain't too far away from you guys. Atlanta, also toward Columbia, South Carolina, back up toward Richmond, Virginia, also back into North Carolina, also back over toward St. Louis, Missouri, Chicago, Illinois, Detroit. Also over here important to Pennsylvania, New York, just south of New York State, New York City as well. We got a little bit of a moderate category down here. A high unhealthy category that is for portions of Illinois and also into portions of Ohio there as well. All right, we're gonna look at the index here real quick. As you can see, the green is the good. Range from 0 to 50. Air quality is satisfactory and the air pollution poses little to no risk. Yellow, moderate, is a 51 to 100. On the value index, air quality is acceptable. However, there may be a risk for some people, particularly those who are usually sensitive to air pollution. The orange, that's what you're seeing in there, unhealthy for sensitive groups. That's 101 to 150 on the value index. Members of sensitive groups may experience health effects. The general public is less likely to be affected. And like I said, over southern Canada, southwestern Canada, that is, you seen the red over there, that was unhealthy. That's 151 to 200. Some members of the general public may experience health effects. Members of sensitive groups may experience more serious health effects. We do not have no purple and no maroon color at this time, so that's good news. If we could just get rid of the red and the orange and the yellow and go back to green, we'll be A-OK. We're going to go back to the map real quick and let you see them categories again. The yellow, pretty much everything in yellow, that's the moderate risk. The orange is unhealthy for sensitive groups. And the red is very unhealthy for sensitive groups with health problems. Alright, now we're going to move on to the weather radar across the nation here. As you can see, we got scattered activity over a portion of Maine, back into portion of New York, also southeast Canada there as well. A little bit of widespread activity also up in that vicinity, also in southern Canada. Also, we got some scattered activity over here in portion of Wisconsin, also back into portion of northern Michigan there as well. A little bit of scattered activity over northern Minnesota. Scattered activity over a portion of southwest Canada and the Washington State and off the west coast of the United States. Scattered activity also in California, Nevada, also in the Colorado, that is, in Utah. More widespread shower and thunderstorm activity in the panhandle of Florida, back into Mississippi and Alabama, also down in southern Texas there as well. Guam radar currently unavailable. Alaska, got some scattered showers across your area. Up in the Alaska area, central and south portion, we got some scattered activity around the Hawaiian chain island. Got some the Cuba areas around the Bahamas, and also got some widespread to scattered showers over Puerto Rico as well. Southeastern United States and Mid-Atlantic looks A-OK toward the Ohio Valley, and also portion of the Pacific North, and also portion of the Pacific Southwest is also in good shape there as well. All right, let's move on to the legends. Alrighty, as you can see, we got some red flag warnings over north central Michigan. Still got some air quality in the eastern portion of Ohio, that is. Also southwest Ohio, Indiana, back in the portion of Missouri, and also in the portion of Illinois. Also northern portion of Tennessee, northern Alabama, portion of northwest and northern Georgia. We got a few special weather statements here for severe weather, and maybe a severe thunderstorm warning over a portion of Arkansas. Severe thunderstorm watch has been issued for East Texas, northern portion of Louisiana, and also southwestern Arkansas as well. We got some heat advisories, also some special weather statements over southern Texas, some flood advisories over a portion of North Texas, some special weather statements. Flash flood warning in effect for northern Nebraska there for a severe thunderstorm and also a strong thunderstorm, that is. River flood warning still continued for portions of South Dakota. Also over here in Idaho, portion of Nevada, southwestern portions of Arizona there as well. Flash flood watch, flood advisory in effect for central Montana. Flood watch in effect for northern portions of Washington State. Hydro issues over northeastern portions of Nevada. Special weather statement for western Nevada and also in the portions of eastern California. Wind advisories over portions of Arizona. Some air quality alerts as well for south portions of Arizona, and some special weather statements also in effect for southwestern New Mexico. Also, we have some gale warnings for the central and southern islands of the Hawaiian chain island. Flood watches and special weather statements in effect for northern portion of Alaska, and also got some special weather statements and gale warnings right along coastal areas there of Alaska as well. Alright, now let's move on to the Storm Prediction Center. As you can see, we got general thunderstorm from Maine back into portion of Pennsylvania. Also, we got general thunderstorm for portions of southern Georgia, all the way down to the Florida Keys, Panhandle, Florida, back to Texas, all the way back to California, all the way back into Washington State, also back into Idaho and Montana, all the way over to Minnesota and Wisconsin. Also, we got some severe weather, marginal risk from portions of southeast Wyoming, all the way through eastern Colorado, northern Texas, through portions of Nebraska, all of Kansas, portion of southwestern Iowa, western portion of Missouri, all the way back into portion of Mississippi and Louisiana, back into Texas, We have a slight risk in the yellow. That steers from central Texas all the way into portions of Mississippi, back into southern Arkansas. We have an enhanced risk for severe weather over central and eastern Texas, all in the northwestern portion of Louisiana, southwestern Arkansas. And if you're in the enhanced risk, this includes Dallas, Texas, Fort Worth, Texas, Arlington, Texas, Plano, Texas, Garland, Texas. Slight risk includes Houston, Texas, Austin, Texas, Jackson, Mississippi, Pasadena, Texas, Lafayette, Louisiana. Marginal risk include Kansas City, Missouri, New Orleans, Louisiana, Omaha, Nebraska, Wichita, Kansas, and Lincoln, Nebraska. Tornado probability for today. We have 2% in the green, 5% in brown over a portion of northeast Texas. The 5% include Dallas, Texas, Garland, Texas, Mesquite, Texas, Tyler, Texas. The 2% include Fort Worth, Texas, Arlington, Texas, Plano, Texas, Irving, Texas, and Grand Prairie, Texas. Let's take a look at the wind probability. We have a 5% in portions of Wyoming through Colorado, Kansas, all the way back into Louisiana, back into Texas. We have a 15% from Texas into portions of Louisiana, Mississippi, and Arkansas. 30% down here in Texas, back into Louisiana, southwest Arkansas. And a significant severe weather for damaging winds is down here in eastern Texas. Sorry about that, folks. My computer's uploading, so updating the information. But anyway, we're going to start off with the significant severe weather for damaging winds. This includes College Station, Texas, Byron, Texas, Huntsville, Huntsville, Texas, Lufkin, Texas, and Palestine, Texas. 30% include Dallas, Texas, Fort Worth, Texas, Arlington, Texas, Plano, Texas, Garland, Texas. The 15% include Houston, Texas, Austin, Texas, Jackson, Mississippi, Pasadena, Texas, Lafayette, Louisiana. The 5% include Kansas City, Missouri, New Orleans, Louisiana, Omaha, Nebraska, Wichita, Kansas, and Lincoln, Nebraska. And let's take a look at the hail probability. Still got 5% from portions of Wyoming back to Louisiana to southwest Texas. We have 15% for east central Texas to east Texas, all into Arkansas and Louisiana. We have 30% over here in portions of northeast Texas. That's where it's significant, and that would be Dallas, Texas, Fort Worth, Texas, Arlington, Texas, Plano, Texas, Garland, Texas. 30% include Dallas, Texas, Fort Worth, Texas, Arlington, Texas, Plano, Texas, Garland, Texas. The 15% include Houston, Texas, Austin, Texas, Shreveport, Louisiana, Pasadena, Texas, and Denton, Texas. 5% include Kansas City, Missouri, New Orleans, Louisiana, Omaha, Nebraska, Wichita, Kansas, and Lincoln, Nebraska. And that's the severe weather for your Saturday. Let's move on to your Sunday forecast. From the Storm Prediction Center. Okay, we have general thunderstorm from portions of the upper part of New York State, all the way to portions of Vermont, New Hampshire, all the way down into the Carolinas, down into Florida Keys, back to Louisiana, North Texas, all the way back to California, all the way back over here to portions of Washington State and Montana, back into portions of Wyoming, Colorado. We got a marginal risk over here in northeastern portion of New Mexico and central eastern portions of Colorado. Marginal risk also in northeast Texas, all the way to portion of Ohio and also Indiana, through Kentucky, back into Tennessee, all the way back into northern Georgia, Alabama, northwest Georgia, northern Alabama, central northern Mississippi, northern Louisiana. Slight risk over Arkansas, back into portions of Tennessee, Kentucky, also portions of Alabama, Mississippi, and southeastern portions of Missouri and southern Illinois. If you're in the slight risk, this includes Memphis, Tennessee, Nashville, Tennessee, Little Rock, Arkansas, Huntsville, Alabama, Clarksville, Tennessee. Marginal risk include Dallas, Texas, Fort Worth, Texas, Denver, Colorado, Colorado Springs, Colorado, and Arlington, Texas. Let's take a look at the tornado probability for your Sunday. This is for northern Arkansas, back into Tennessee. The area would be Memphis, Tennessee, Jackson, Tennessee, Jonesboro, Arkansas, Conway, Arkansas, and Bartlett, Tennessee. The wind probability for tomorrow, we have 5% over here in portions of Wyoming and New Mexico, Texas all the way into portions of Illinois and southwest Ohio, Kentucky into Tennessee, Alabama back to Texas, northern Louisiana included. Also back 15% include Arkansas and a portion of Kentucky, Tennessee, and also northwestern Alabama. Also northern portions of Mississippi there as well. Alright, the 15% include Memphis, Tennessee, Nashville, Tennessee, Little Rock, Arkansas, Huntsville, Alabama, and Clarksville, Tennessee. 5% include Dallas, Texas, Fort Worth, Texas, Denver, Colorado, Colorado Springs, Colorado, and Arlington, Texas. Take a look at the hail probability. Same areas over here, Colorado, over here in Denver, Colorado, back into northern New Mexico, Texas, all the way to Ohio, and also Kentucky and Tennessee. 15% Arkansas, back into Port Tennessee, Kentucky, and Alabama and Mississippi. 15% include Memphis, Tennessee, Nashville, Tennessee, Little Rock, Arkansas, Huntsville, Alabama, Clarksville, Tennessee. 5% include Dallas, Texas, Fort Worth, Texas, Denver, Colorado, Colorado Springs, Colorado, and Arlington, Texas for large hail in any 25 mile any given location. Let's move on to day 3. This will be your Monday outlook. As you can see, we got general thunderstorm for portion of Maine, all the way back into North Carolina, all the way back to northern Texas, back to Montana, Washington State, Oregon, California, Nevada, back into Utah, all the way back into Texas. We have a marginal risk stretching all the way from the portion of Colorado through northeast New Mexico, north central Texas, through Louisiana, all the way into Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, all the way up toward Washington, D.C. area. And if you're in the marginal risk, this includes Dallas, Texas, Fort Worth, Texas, Charlotte, North Carolina, New Orleans, Louisiana, Virginia Beach, Virginia, and surrounding areas. I would not be surprised in this area here that could upgrade. Some areas could be in a slight risk, so I would not be surprised for that. So just want to give everybody a heads up on that as well. The probability currently 5%, stretching from Colorado through Texas all the way to Washington, D.C. And currently the same areas: Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas, Charlotte, North Carolina, New Orleans, Louisiana, Virginia Beach, Virginia. And let's move on to day 4, as we do have more severe weather to talk about. This will be coming up for your Tuesday of next week. Currently, as a storm prediction center, we have day 4, and that is currently down here over northeast Texas, southern Louisiana, Arkansas, and also in the portion of northwest Louisiana. 15% include Dallas, Texas, Fort Worth, Texas, Arlington, Texas, Plano, Texas, and Garland, Texas. Day 5 currently has nothing. Day 6 currently has nothing. Day 7 and day number 8 at this time. Alright, well, I hope everybody enjoyed this video. Hope everybody continues to stay safe and well, and also enjoy the weather, because it's the only weather you got. Like these videos, share these videos, consider subscribing, and we'll catch you back in the next one.